What's up? It's me, Haley Jones, and I am here with Kristen Heath, the mastermind, owner, everything of MAE's Boutique. Okay, this is an amazing boutique in Kearns. If you're like, where's Kearns? It's in South Knoxville. Get it together.
Over the bridge, y'all.
Yeah, literally over the bridge, and it is magical. So if you have not been here, you gotta come, number one. Number two,
please.
Yes, I'm just so excited because we're gonna get into this in the interview part, but MAE's, Kristen herself, sources the most unique, and I say funky. Like funky. Things.
I try to do a little funky.
Yeah, it's nothing that you're gonna find in other boutiques, which I think
funky good, not funky bad.
Good, funky in a good way.
Yeah.
So, anyways, as we always do, before we get into the interview, we're gonna do a little rapid fire.
I'm excited.
Okay.
I feel like it's the Ellen DeGeneres.
Trucker hats or charm bracelets?
Well, I have to say trucker hats because we did a mother trucker bar.
Yeah.
But I did
notice that she said mother trucker bar. I'm sorry, that's that is creative.
G-rated.
Yes.
Even though I did love saying little mother truckers when I do the kids' hat.
Oh,
that's just a little perverse.
No, I love it.
I love secret life. But I did just put a thing on social media today that was like, hey, what if we did a Valentine's charm bar event, like make your own necklace, come with the girls, drink champagne, kind of thing.
But champagne.
I know, right? Count me in. Yes, please.
Okay, polka dots or pinstripes?
Polka dots.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love a polka dot.
I love a polka dot. It makes me happy.
I know, and I feel like it doesn't go. I just think they're cute.
Yeah, same. Okay. Green.
Yes.
Yeah.
I almost think it's like a low-key animal print, like
a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, just a thought.
Yeah.
Okay, turtlenecks or shoulder pads?
Oh gosh.
Or neither.
As someone from the 80s, I love a shoulder pad. Can I pick both?
Yeah.
Okay.
A turtleneck with a shoulder pad.
Oh, dear God. Stop it. Stop it.
Too much.
Too far. It does exist.
I know. Okay, morning person or night owl?
Can I be afternoon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm slow in the mornings. And then now, I used to be a night owl because I was a bartender.
Oh.
So I was like all night long.
Yeah.
And then I met my husband, and he is a morning person because he's always been like construction and all that.
God, my husband's a morning person. Milkshakes or ice cream cone?
Okay. I love a crunch.
Really?
I love a crunch. Yeah.
Where's your favorite place here to get an ice cream cone?
I love Irby's.
Which is great.
Which is delicious. Yes. Also convenient.
Okay, chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
A lot of people say that.
Yeah, but also with the espresso poured on it.
Okay, mountains or beach?
Mountains. 100% all the way. Yes, I lived in Savannah for 10 years. Yes, that's where I met my husband. And it is hotter than 40 Hills. And I work full time, so I didn't ever get to go to the beach. And I love a mountain. But I also love a sweater. I love a boot. I love a turtleneck.
Right.
A scarf. Like, I like mountain leather.
Right.
For
well,
sure.
Luckily, now you're in the mountains. I mean, in the mountains.
We're close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's take a hard right turn.
Okay.
And talk about MAE's Boutique. So, tell us kind of the background, like, how did you get here?
So, born in Knoxville.
Yeah.
Very preppy, sheltered a little bit, I would say.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Yeah.
Graduated from high school, Farragut, go Admirals. Well, I dated a guy from Central, so if that counts.
That's far.
It was far.
Like, especially, I feel like even...
It was a very random, that's a whole nother story. We don't have time for that. But, so after I graduated, I didn't really know what I was going to do with my life. And went to UT, but didn't live on campus or anything. Went through sorority rush.
Yeah.
Didn't get picked by a sorority.
Yeah.
I ended up getting a job waiting tables and, met people that drank, that were gay, that were tattoos. This is so cool. Like, there's so many different people in the world and different kinds of people. And
which you wouldn't really have. This is not a slight against Knoxville or Farragut or any of that. It's just you wouldn't really necessarily grow up open to
100%.
Like diversity in any sense of the word.
Yeah, and my mom and dad, who are amazing, but they're very traditional. I just wasn't ever exposed to anything like that.
Yeah.
So I was real excited about it and loved the whole restaurant culture, loved all of that, and met a guy who's my best friend to this day. His name's Seth, and he's from Harriman, and his dad was a Baptist preacher.
Yeah.
So he was even more kind of
Harriman is like rural and it's
45 minutes towards Nashville from here.
Out there.
Blink and you'll miss it. McDonald's is where everyone hangs out.
You can have a McFlurry.
So we picked Seattle. It was 95. It was, the middle of the grunge era. I was obsessed with Courtney Love. I'm like, let's do
Why
it.
not?
And so we got there, loved every minute of it, but also did restaurant work.
Yeah.
Then ended up moving to Savannah about 9 years later.
Yeah.
Still doing restaurant work, bartending, all that stuff. And then met my husband. Had been thinking about moving back to Tennessee anyway. Thought about Nashville, maybe Knoxville. And then when I met Chris, he was like, I've always wanted to live in the mountains.
Okay.
And I used to work for Randy Burleson. We've always kept in touch.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm looking for someone to assistant manage at Sunspot. Would you be interested? It was just kind of like little of this like somersault of like, let's go. So here we are, still doing restaurant work.
Yeah.
And then randomly one day driving home, I was like, what am I doing with my life? Like, I've been doing this for so long.
Right.
I'm getting old. I'm tired.
I need to sleep.
Yeah. Mom, I can't be out till 2 anymore. Like, half price wine night at Sunspot. I don't know if you ever. It's terrifying. And we would be there till 4 or 5 in the morning. So, had the idea for the boutique. And I was like, I've always loved clothes. I've always loved fashion. I've always kind of struggled because of my size to find stuff that I love that fits me. And so, Kearns popped up on my social media the next day. They were looking for vendors. And one of my most vivid childhood memories is the Kearns carousel that they brought to birthday parties. And everyone got a little mini loaf of bread. And it was like the coolest thing in the world when we were little. So I was like, that would be a really special place for me. And so I reached out. They called me back. I came to look at the space the next week. It was completely caved in, piles of
Hot Mess Express.
Hot Mess Express, girl. Like, probably homeless people still living in here. Like, it was a disaster. And I was like, this is it. Like, this is where I want to be. This is it. And that was the end of 2019. Original goal was
2019. Listen to her.
5 years ago.
2019. Yeah.
Original goal to be open in fall of 2020-ish. We opened last April, so that was fun. But the beauty of it is I learned a ton. I started my website. I did pop-ups, markets, met a gazillion amazing people that I'm still friends with and are our customers to this day.
Yeah.
Ended up having to get another job in the meantime, so I bartended at pharmacy, which I had planned to be just do it for about 6 months and then open the store, and ended up being there for 2 years. And it was amazing. And I met so many beautiful people that are such good friends of mine still. And so there was really good things about it.
Okay, you know what? Side note, time out. I knew you.
Is it pharmacy?
Yes, because, oh God, I love pharmacy, number one. But number two,
so good. Shout out to pharmacy.
So you were at pharmacy in the midst of this transition.
Well, we're waiting very impatiently for everything to get ready. But it was just,
Was it like a hurry up and wait? Because in my mind, it's like, would have been a hurry up and wait. Because it's like, oh, I got to get this ready, and then you're not ready to open.
100%.
Okay.
I guess the plan of 6 more months. And I think it was made honestly and of what they knew and the information they had.
Right.
It just never worked out.
Right.
So it was like, 6 more months. Well, we got to get in a bunch of winter clothes. We're going to be open in the winter, and then we're open. But then we do. Knoxville is amazing for helping people out with markets, pop-ups, whatever. I mean, everywhere I went, I was like, hey, this is my story. This is what I'm doing. Can I do a pop-up? Everyone said yes.
That's
no one was like, what? Come on. When do you want to do it? How can we help? So
that is awesome.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
So we got, did a lot of stuff like that. We did a couple of parties at my house, my mom's house, things like that. Went down to Georgia where my brother lives, and, they hosted one down there. So fun stuff like that. But it was definitely hurry up and wait. And turns out not good at that. Shocking.
Were you ever just like, I can't, you stayed through. So was there ever a moment where you're like, this was a mistake? Like, I've ruined my life, or were you like, no, this is just going to work out?
I think I always was like, it's going to work out. But also because I kept thinking it was going to be 6 more months, and every single time I was like, okay, believed it. We did look at other spaces, but there just wasn't anywhere that had the vibe.
Yeah,
and
the vibe here is sucking. I feel
I think so too. And just that built-in kind of community and things to do, and the whole concept of it. It was just, I felt like this was the right place. And it's only gonna be 6 more months. Well, wait,
it's fine. So in April of 2024?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's when we finally opened. The food hall was by no means ready.
No,
but
it was not ready.
It's not ready. It's still
2 people were ready.
Yeah. us and the bar. Yeah, which works for me. But I think literally like us, Monday Night Brewing, pizza and sushi.
Yeah, I think that was it, wasn't it?
Pretty much. Maybe Flourish.
Maybe.
I don't think Irvy's was.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think they were either.
They came closely after.
Yes, yeah.
If your space is ready and you want to go ahead and open, we're going to open. And I was like, yes. I'm your girl.
Yeah.
Holler at your girl.
Yes.
We did. And it's been great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's been great. It's been terrible. It's been amazing. It's been the roller coaster that I wasn't necessarily anticipating. I was like, once we open the doors, everything's just going to be like, oh.
Right.
So we had struggles, like the parking issue. People were upset about, which is fair. I'm sorry.
Like parking, well, at first it was like crowded, and it was like you're running out of parking, and then it was like you're gonna have to pay to park during the game situation, and then it was like, well, it's free if you're here for less than 2 hours, and now today there's no parking.
It's gone.
Okay.
The parking they took away completely.
Okay.
So, which is great.
Yeah.
But
I still think during football season it's still gonna be a thing.
well, I think we might be able to pay someone to stand out there one day, 6 days a year.
Yeah, not
Every day.
I agree.
And it wasn't a problem this year.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's because of they were charging, but like, it's a good 2-mile walk to the stadium.
Gonna be, yeah.
It's a commitment. And if you're me and you walk back 2 miles, well, first of all, if I'm walking anywhere 2 miles, I want a drink first.
Hello.
And if I walk back 2 miles, I want like 5 drinks afterwards.
Yes.
So they would still spend money here, I would think.
Yeah, totally.
But I keep telling myself when I want to like lash out and be mad, it's a year first for everyone.
100%.
So we're learning as we go, and we're all learning together. And sometimes, you know, you have to learn the hard way, as they say.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I feel like the response that they just posted something on social about the parking being free now.
Yeah.
Overall, everyone was very receptive to it. Like, yay, like, we'll come back now. Or, like, that's a good idea. Yeah. There's always the few curmudgeon-y, like...
troll that's going to troll no matter what.
Yeah.
Well, I think people didn't really understand that. In my mind, the parking was still free. Like, because... like, very rarely are we here for more than 2 hours or whatever, but even at that, who cares? Like, but that's just my own
right. Well, no, it's validated if you buy something.
Yeah.
But then, you know, sometimes the validation didn't work or whatever. And Metropolis also.
But if you're going downtown, you're going to pay to park anyway.
Right.
So it's the same. That's what I just don't get the up.
Yeah.
I get it, but at the same time, it's like, relax.
Yeah.
Like, this is new. We want to support.
Yes. Well,
but what am I do?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Curmudgeons.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. They're just, you know, mean old grouches.
Yes. Okay, so how is it like, okay, as we make this, it's January 2025. So like, what are you sourcing for now? Are you in the summer? Are you in the fall? Like,
no.
How does it work?
Because I always said I was going to do more drops than just like a spring, summer, winter, fall, because I am not getting more than 6 of anything in each size.
Wow, listen to that. Not more than 6 of
So, because one of the things I wanted it to be was unique and special and fun, and in that mindset, have a more constantly rotating inventory because I would sell out of stuff quicker.
Yeah.
So, like this month, kind of my theme was you're out of this world, which kind of combines Valentine / my current alien obsession. I don't know if it's the drones or what, but like, I just got the cutest little alien hair clips in. They're all different, like little shapes and sizes and colors. I've got this cute little sweatshirt coming in. She's reading a book that says Believe in Yourself. It's
love it. Okay.
But then also like some pink and red stuff. And, you know, but like I don't want to, I've never been a big Valentine's Day person anyway. And I know people hate it. It's, you know, commercialized and all that crap. But, you know, so we can like still kind of support that and go with that theme without being like Hallmark down your face. Yeah.
I love that.
So that's kind of what I'm doing now. And then I'll order, you know, some more wintry stuff in February. And I'm going to do mine more like as it happens. So I won't have, like, we won't have Christmas stuff out in July.
Yeah.
Like, I want it as it, like, I want to appreciate the moment where we are now. And yes.
Love
so yeah, that's what we're doing. We'll see how it works.
How many hours a day are you like looking at? Are you constantly like sourcing stuff?
Constantly.
Okay.
It's so fun though. I mean, it's like, I went to market once. I don't know if I'll still do the story, but it was a few years ago. So it was before, like, I had the concept but I didn't know any brands that I wanted to look at or kind of where to start. So I went to market in Atlanta. It is 13 floors. It's this round building. You walk in, America's What. And it's the floor that you walk in on is kind of I can't think of the name of it, but it's basically like the turn and burn. So it's a lot of the same thing, a lot of mass produced stuff, a lot of like grab and go.
Yeah, okay.
Very loud with club music. All the girls working there are like teeny tiny young girls. This is not what no. But then you get out of that and it's calmer. But then you look up and there's 13 floors. I'm just like going up of like clothes, shoes, accessories, jewelry, I mean everything. And if you don't have a plan like I did, it was so overwhelming. I was just like, here. So, and my husband was with me, so he was just like, what is happening? When I go back, which I do want to go back, I'll take someone else that's more interested in that kind of thing. But it was just too much. So, and at the time too, like I wasn't ordering that much, you know,
right?
Because we were open. So I was like, well, I'm just going to start with this website because they have 70,000 vendors on it, which is also intimidating, but you can narrow it down. Like you can filter it. So I do like women-owned companies that's not on Amazon, depending on what I'm looking at, like eco-friendly or, you know, so that like narrows you down. You can do your price range that you want to shop in. So I started doing that, and then I would just order the minimum from each brand, get it in, see if I liked it, and whatever, and then order more. So that's kind of the most that, like, mostly what I've been doing is through the online. So I'm online all the time. Constantly. Yeah, but it's fun, you know? I mean, it's shopping for a living.
Right.
So,
So who are ideal clients for MAE's? Like, who do you think MAE's like best serves? Like,
well, my like original thought was probably 25 to 65. I think that's probably still true. It's the girl that wants to, you know, kind of stand out in the crowd, be a little bit outside the box. Like our motto is, she's not an ordinary girl. Something fun. I want most of the college girls, like everyone was excited for UT to start back. And most of the girls that come in MAE's are like, my mom would love it here. And I'm like, that's fair.
Thanks.
Yeah, because she's probably younger than me, in all honesty. But I'm fine with that, you know, and that because it is, you know.
It's more also, it's like a more sophisticated than just like I'm trying to say this without like
loungewear.
Or
casual
stuff that you have. Even the orange that you have is almost like an elevated.
Yeah.
It's not like like tea or sparkles or whatever. Like I have this pinstripe, that pinstripe orange and white shirt. Obsessed with it.
It's so fun.
It's so subtle. Like I can wear that anytime, but also in like football season or whatever for anything UT it works. So
exactly. And that was the goal, is to do things like that, but like just have that little twist and have it be a little different and have it be, you know, that you're not going to see yourself everywhere. Right. So I think that's the ideal client, is somebody that doesn't want to blend in like to everything and wants just a little bit of her own flair to pop out.
Right. For sure. Yeah. And you're also, like, you have the trucker hat, like, party thing that you can do.
Yes.
She just started a book club.
Yeah. And I started following the author, and she followed me back.
Okay, I thought I saw that in our thing.
On Instagram. Yes, I was like, thank you, I feel like a rock star.
Because you are.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, the book is really good.
I love to read. I'm a huge nonfiction person. So fiction for me is like, I have to force myself to do it. So that's why I was like, I'm going to do this book club because it will be fun people.
Yes.
And I'm a chapter in. But we now have a deadline. Our meeting is the 30th of January. So I will be ready by then.
See, I read a couple chapters and then, no issues with my hair. And then set it down because my nieces came to town and stuff. And then I started back up again yesterday and could barely put it down. I loved it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Yes, it's so good.
Okay, how did we get the name MAE's?
MAE's comes from my grandparents. So my mom's mom, her name was Mavis. We called her May.
Okay.
And then my dad's dad was Lee. So that's where it came from. May was kind of like our matriarch. Like, she's where we went to Sunday supper every week and always cooked. And like my friends even would come there. And both of my grandmother's husbands died when I was really young. She died before I was born. And then May's husband died when I was like in second grade. So they were very close.
Yeah.
Because my parents started dating, like, they lived 3 blocks away, first of all. My parents started dating when they were in like 7th grade. And so they, you know, have known each other for so long. And then they were both widows, so they became really close. But so May was always kind of like just this amazing, nurturing, like, hostess, welcoming, loving, like always did really special things for us for Christmas and our birthdays and everything. And then my dad's dad was Chinese. I was always just really obsessed with him growing up. Like, no one really talked about him that much. Or he was always just kind of this interesting, like, fairy tale character. Like, created all these fantasies that he was like Chinese mafia, because he would always go back and forth from Knoxville to Chicago. And he worked at a laundromat. In every picture, he's like, you know, Asian men love to smoke. So he's got like a cigarette in his hand and these big like swinger like pants and you know, so it's like he was a vibe. And so restaurant work my whole life. I always thought I would open a little like, you know, La Paz or Che Guevara. So I always had
I know
that spinach dip. And I eat there. I mean, I'm like, shut it up. Let's go now.
I love it.
Because they started doing lunch.
Stop.
Yeah.
When?
And brunch.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's one of my favorites.
Oh, I love it there. Love it. Chips and spinach queso and 55 margaritas.
Woo.
Yeah, love it. And Kevin is, I mean,
the whole thing is good.
I feel like Kevin is Knoxville Cher.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. That's hilarious.
Icon. Yeah, so I always thought I would do a Asian-y La Paz. Funky, divey, but amazing food. It just never worked out. The space, the time, the chef, all the things never lined up. So I knew that I wanted to, because I was going to call it Lee Beans. And so I wanted to include him, like honor him in the name too.
Yeah, that's awesome. I have a couple more questions for you.
Okay.
Is there a piece that like, oh, this is going to do great, but it ended up being like people are obsessed with it? Or the opposite.
There's
you
the
thought it was going to
opposite.
do great, and then it just sat there.
Yeah, this cute little like cropped kind of shirt that was one sleeve, but it wasn't like risque or anything because it was flowery and had like a big poof. Like it was, I thought it was so cute. I did not sew one. All still in the back.
Oh my god.
They will be on the sale rack in about 2 months.
There you go.
Yeah.
So in 2 months.
Not that you want one, because no one did. But I was like, really? No one. It's cute. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a cute little summer. Like you could wear it. I thought with like any kind of little pants, skirt. You could even wear it under a little overall.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, it was enough. So you have what sizes do you carry?
I do small to 3X.
Okay.
Not everything.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the plus you can only get in plus.
Right.
But yeah, so I definitely, size inclusive was one of my things that I was like, must do.
Well, you know what irritates me too about is like when you're looking at like plus sizes and this and that, it's like even if you order the same or you're trying to get the same concept in like small through 3X or whatever, it's not the same. It's like a different.
Yeah.
That shit irritates me. And I could go off on this.
Yeah. It's hard. And also sizing is so inconsistent.
Yes.
So sometimes a 1X is really
an extra small.
Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, it completely depends. So that's what I tell everyone that comes in. Like, if you like it, try it on.
Yeah.
Because you don't know.
Don't take the size personally.
No.
Ever. And that's like a shopping rule in general.
100%. Yeah. It's all BS. It's all BS. And the size, anyway, like, who freaking cares? Love yourself.
Yeah.
Love yourself. Life is too short.
Yeah.
Like, embrace it. You know, like, if you're truly unhappy with it, then change it. But, like, if you're you, then be you and love that. And, you know, like, be empowered. And there's so many crazy, bad things happening. And there's so many evil, crazy white men. Like, don't let them win. Don't let them win. Not that I'm referring to anyone in particular. Our freaking president. My favorite shirt that I have, my favorite item that I've had, and I've ordered it 3 times. I'm actually about to order more. Is the little ringer tee that says "Make Patriarchy Extinct."
Yes, that's
with the dinosaur and the flowers.
Very cute.
It's very cute. And I've been very happy about how many people want one. So there's hope.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I think it's so cute.
Did it?
Okay. Anything about Maylee's? Anything we haven't talked about that you're like, we got to talk about this? Let me ask you this real quick. Now that I asked you and then I cut you off, like, where does it rain more? Does it really rain more in Seattle, or is it similar?
It is grayer in Seattle.
Okay.
Throughout the winter.
Okay.
But it doesn't rain. Like when it rains here, I feel like it rains.
Yes.
There, it's like a gray drizzle, like misty.
Like a misting. Okay.
Yeah, it's very twilight, like foggy kind of thing. But then in the summer, it's so gorgeous. Like you forget.
Okay.
The weather truly never bothered me. It may at this age, but like back then, also I was probably partying too much. Notice.
By the way, shout out to Sunspot because Sunspot to me is like the OG boutique restaurant of Knoxville.
100%. Yes.
And it makes me so glad that like they thrived on Cumberland in more than one spot.
Yeah.
I love it.
Randy is a restaurant king. I mean, he's the OG. Like, yeah.
That's also the place where I learned like champagne and tequila can go together. Because they have this, it's not on the menu anymore, but it's like a champagne, tequila, and grapefruit.
Oh,
I was telling you.
I thought you meant like glasses of champagne with shots of tequila.
No, it was like a
Shot
drink.
the champagne chaser.
No, they had it on their menu, and that's where anyways, it's a long story, but.
Well, I'm here for it. I'm here.
Anyways, okay, I'm gonna cut you off 15 times.
It is okay. No, I'm like, let's go get a drink. What are we talking about? No, just come see me. Come introduce yourself. I love meeting people. I love getting to know people. We're doing fun events. We're gonna start bingo back up. Third Thursday of every month. We do it down here on this end. We're getting more of the vendors involved this time, so we'll have more like fun gift cards from different vendors and stuff. We've only done it once, but the main prize was $180 because we do the cash to buy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's pretty damn good money.
Yeah.
Play bingo. We're gonna do hopefully just other fun events, like maybe the Charm Bar party. So just follow us on social media.
Yes.
For all the update. But yeah.
And then also when you drive by Kearns, you can literally see her boutique, a thing in the window that says boutique, and that's MAE.
It's big and pink and neon, and that is me.
Yeah.
Because for so long, no one knew. People still don't know what's in here.
Yeah. You just hop on by.
I was like, we'll get you.
Yes.
Sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're the cutest. Thank you so much.
This has been awesome. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.